What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel Masika Reaction. Guys, in today's video I want us to watch a collection of this trending Asian lady who came out and showing up the Jamaican fingers, pointing out to the Minister of Education, telling them that Jamaica is not part of Africa and Jamaica is not one of Africa countries. So this thing went viral and people had some reaction. So these are some of the people's reaction in this video. So if it's your very first time coming across any of my video, remember to like, share, and kindly subscribe, and not forgetting to comment. So I want us to watch together and I'll be back with more comments.
Oh my God, people, stop it! The Jamaican accent is not an African Jamaicans, ignorant of their own history. Why so much dunce people in my comment section? Oh my God, people, stop it! The Jamaican accent is not an African dialect. The Jamaican accent, like everything associated with modern Jamaican heritage, is in fact the byproduct of the cultural melting pot that our motto embraces. In fact, in terms of cadence, it's most similar to an Irish accent.
I've been shook enough now, to be honest, since the racing. A bit tired now and the legs are like jelly, but yeah, I suppose we did a bit of celebrating and did the podium thing and got to put on the podium pants as well.
You see, as early as 1656, Oliver Cromwell ordered 2,000 Irish children to be taken to Jamaica and sold to English settlers. The extent of Irish immigration to Jamaica was so prolific in the centuries to follow that 25% of Jamaican citizens can claim Irish ancestry, and this includes Bob Marley and Marcus Garvey. So if you never know, now you know. Again, out of many, one people. Number one, Jamaica is not an African nation. It's not a black country. We identify as an ethnically diverse society. People, please just stop it. Out of many, one people, Jamaicans. We do not hyphenate and we do not encourage separation by race. Number two, this one's mine. This is my granny one. This one is my mom's, and this is grandpa. Yeah, it's hardcover. Grandpa died a long time ago. If you are planning a trip to Jamaica and you don't own one of these, you're going to have to book a return flight from where you came. These are the rules. I'm just laying it down for you. If you go to Jamaica and you don't have one of these, immigration will stamp your passport and give you a set amount of time that you're allowed to stay in Jamaica. And if you overstay your welcome, we put you back on a plane and we send you back. You, not me, you back to the country for which you came.
I'm so tired of this narrative. It is simply not true. And I don't know where it started. I don't know who is trying to create this propaganda that Africans don't accept us in the diaspora. It is not true. A great majority of them love us and embrace us and want us to come over there and connect with them. Sure, you have a few that may be saying, oh, you know, don't come over here. But I mean, it's one and two, and most of them are just not in their right minds. Just like you have piece of shit Jamaicans, but I'm not going around and saying, oh, Jamaica is hell because you have a few people who aren't very nice. Check the comment section of the last video that I posted. It is full of comments from the continent, all over the continent. Even on Instagram, I have 50,000 followers on Instagram. About 90% of them are Africans. Africans love us, especially Jamaicans. Okay, maybe they don't like Black Americans so much, right? You can understand, you know, I love my Black American brothers and sisters, but y'all are hard to deal with sometimes, especially when you come to other places where other African people are. You know, you come with your entitlement, you come with your attitude, you come with your complaining. Like, it's very difficult to deal with y'all because you're American, you know, and that's just the truth. But we love in the same way, you know, but it's not just hard to deal with. But Africans love Jamaicans. They love Jamaicans. Ghana, they act just like us. They actually act like us. That's how much they love us. Come on. And the rest of Ethiopia.
You're Jamaican, right? Oh God, here we go. I know you're trying to take it.
There's ignorant Jamaicans. Huh?
A video going around of what appears to be a Chinese Jamaican woman really coming for black African people from Jamaica, particularly those of us who live a foreign, in relation to issues of blackness, Africanness, and the possession of a passport or lack thereof. People are sending me this video and ask me what I have to say about it. And the reality is, I have nothing to say to she. Any non-African person from Jamaica or anywhere else in the world that has a problem with Africans from Jamaica, yard or foreign, asserting our Africanness and our blackness, that a feeding problem. This is not something that we should feel the need to justify, apologize for, or even explain, especially when you consider the colonial and neo-colonial experience of African Jamaicans and how that results in the migration of African Jamaicans, as well as the extent to which the colonizer attempted to sever us from a sense of heritage and a sense of culture. That alone tell you everything what you need to know about the mentality of the smaddy will make that the video there. So when I have nothing more to say about that except to affirm the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey when Africans of his time were being challenged in relation to our affirmation and assertion of racial and cultural pride. Let contrary sentiments and cross opinions go to the winds. We are entitled to our own opinions and not obligated or bound by the opinions of others. Awo. Having said that, I was listening to Running African, hosted by Sister Kabo Ma'at Keru Wadeya, and she featured a story on some events and conversations that were taking place in Jamaica on this issue. Take a listen.
You notice that there is a big conversation going on here in Jamaica right now about Mark Golding and whether or not he's black or white. And you heard a response where, you know, we have all kinds of people, because out of the motto is out of many one. So this is what we're hearing now, right? That, oh, we have Chinese Jamaican, we have Indian Jamaican, and so on. And the person who was speaking, I think it might have been Mr. Morgan himself, you know, called out every other race Jamaican apart from African Jamaican. That in itself was telling.
So it does seem, yes, that the African Jamaicans' assertion and affirmation of our Africanness does seem to make some people very, very uncomfortable. And we should be aware of this and what agenda it serves. But beyond that, make we assert our Africanness and our blackness without fear or favor. And not make nobody make you feel shame or make you feel like you do them something wrong when you assert your blackness and your Africanness. Our heritage and our culture cannot be bound by a passport and cannot be dictated to us by anybody other than ourselves if we are guided by the principle of self-determination.
I just want to repeat the question. Are you Jamaican or African? The question in and of itself is inherently flawed and reeks of bad faith. Because one, Jamaica is a country and Africa is a continent. Secondly, when that question, are you Jamaican or are you African, is asked, the question is not about a ancestry, it's about a present-day identity. Jamaicans are very much aware and claim their African ancestry. Many claiming the modern state of Ghana, claiming that the majority of enslaved Jamaicans came from the Gold Coast. While others lay claim to the modern state of Nigeria, claiming terms such as Red Evo and words like Uno being their rationale. And there's even a few who cite Sierra Leone as their ancestral place of origin due to the fact that many enslaved Jamaicans actually were sent back to Sierra Leone and the similarity between Jamaican patois and Sierra Leone Creole.
Chinese Jamaican women is teaching Jamaican descendants their history.
Had comprehension issues, so we're going to try this again. There is a fundamental difference between Chinese laborers that were brought to Jamaica in the 1800s as indentured laborers and Chinese corporations linked to the People's Republic of China that is a communist government. So over here, we have these people and they don't like these people, but they're the same people technically. So these people move from Yasso and come over Yasso with these people here. All right, these people soon come back. Now when these people arrive, there are these people. As you can see, there's plenty Coca-Cola, we have ginger beer, Inca Cola, and orange cola. All right, now at first these people didn't get along because they are separated by culture and language, but eventually these people started to understand each other, and they're like, one day, hey, let's run a boat. So then these people brought their ingredients to the pot, and these people took from their culture and put their ingredients into the pot. This is out of many sodas, one stew.
So guys, hope we've watched till the end. And as you can see, this lady, she's just have some bitterness, and she doesn't like the way Jamaica and Africa are cooperating. Remember, since during our ancestors' time, Jamaica and Africa were two major continents that came up and bond. The umbilical between Jamaica and Africa, it's just on another level. So the lady has those hatred, because you see, she even ends up saying that Jamaica is not in Africa. Yes, that is true. When we say geographically, it is not, but the bonding, Africa and Jamaica, they are just brothers and sisters. Remember, during the colony system, the colonial time, a lot of Africa were taken outside, and the others remained in the Caribbean. So that is when we had the Jamaicans. So the Jamaicans, they have no problem and they have no conditions or limits to be in Africa or to love and enjoy being in Africa. So it's just out of hatred. She is speaking about deportation. For instance, when you visit a country, definitely you just have to have a passport. Yes, that one we know. But she said you'll be deported back by the Ministry of the Immigrants. So how can you visit a country while you don't have a passport? That's something that you see. This is just an hatred, because cannot be, even I personal, I know, visiting other country by using a flight, by the moment you come even from your own country, you just have to have a passport. So this lady, the people are very angry on her. Others are telling her she either apologize or she get on, because currently she is living in Jamaica. She's living in Jamaica for the around past 30 years. She's been there. And I don't know why she's just have that bitterness and that hatred towards Jamaica. So you remember, Jamaicans are so welcoming, Jamaicans are so loving, and Jamaicans are so have that hospitality. And due to that, not only African, but people globally just love Jamaica. Remember, Jamaica is just a small a country within 14 countries in the Caribbean. But it comes out to be the best in the Caribbean because of its good deeds. That's why this lady is hating on Jamaica. She ends up even saying that Jamaicans are copying the African culture. Where is the problem if you copy the African culture? When you go to a place and visit a place you find them doing good, their culture is good, why don't you adopt the culture? So this lady, she's just all about hatred to Jamaicans, and I don't know why she is all over, why she is all about hatred, because this is all about hatred. So the people of Jamaica got hungry, even not the people of Jamaica only, even I myself too. I don't agree with whatever she's saying. This is just, what can we put it in which way? Because this is just, it's just like these are nonsense, because she's talking about nothing. Jamaica has been there dominating. So why do you go on and lecture people? Yet they have just welcomed you in their very own country. They have given you shelter. They've given you food. You have that peace of movement. You have that freedom of movement, freedom of expression, making the matter to be worse. You are recording the video while you are in that very country. That's so shameful. So the people's reaction was they were very harsh on her, and even I too, I wasn't I ain't agreeing with her, because she is lying, and she is not talking about the right thing. You are supposed to talk about the right thing in any country. Remember, Jamaica is a country. So when you just come up and lecture them, stop that. That's nonsense. So when I check out, let me go through some of their comments and see what to do, what people reaction are saying. So there's someone here saying that this lady has got some bitterness, that she don't want us to be united, but united, and our ancestors left us and said that we should be united with Africans. Another one is saying that Africa, many Jamaicans sing and say African is their motherland. Yeah, so stop telling us that we are not being loved by Africans. The love we have with Africans is untouchable and unstoppable. Yeah. Another one says that it is when I came across this lady's video and watched for a while, and I didn't want to continue watching it because it was disgusting. Whatever she was talking about, I was not supporting it, and I got angry and decided to switch off my phone because she was talking nonsense. Another one says that, yeah, we agree Jamaica is not in Africa geographically, but it is in Africa, and Africa is in Jamaica through blood and brothers and sisters. Yeah. So you see, even people are against this lady. Yeah? You see, when you get 1, 2, 3 people going against you, you just have to think twice. What are you saying? What is going on? So guys, thank you for watching, and that was all for now. Till next time, God bless.